Democrats and Republicans not budging as the government shutdown now enters day 21, and it's now tied for the second longest in U.S. history. Let's take a live look at Capitol Hill this morning, where both sides are pointing fingers as another round of votes to pass a spending bill fell in the Senate Monday. Well, the stalemate starting to squeeze federal funding for programs that millions of Americans depend on. We have live team coverage for you on the shutdown and its impact on airports around the country, too. Starting with NewsNation's Tom Dempsey. He's live at the White House. Good morning, Tom. How is President Trump getting involved in the next steps of this shutdown?
Hey, Anna, good morning from the White House, where later today, President Donald Trump will host Senate Republicans to talk about sort of what to do moving forward with this government shutdown. Like you said, now it's a third week now, or over 3 weeks. But this all comes after the Senate failed for the 11th time to end the government shutdown. Senate Majority Leader John Thune now says House Republicans may need to come back to D.C. to pass another government spending package that can get Democrat support. Senator Thune also plans to hold a vote this week to pay military members and some federal workers during the shutdown, which House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries opposes. Jeffries says it likely would not pass a House vote if it managed to clear the Senate because it only impacts people not on furlough, meaning not everyone gets paid.
You can't have the troops unpaid. You can't have Border Patrol agents unpaid. They've got to defend the country. And this is not a game. And that's why you see us so frustrated up here every day.
House Republicans are nowhere to be found. The House Republican conference can't meet. Democrats have met repeatedly on Capitol Hill, ready to do our work on behalf of the American people. They are running scared.
And Anna, before that lunch here at the White House later today, House Speaker Mike Johnson plans to hold a conference call with House Republicans to make sure the party stays united through this government shutdown, which is now tied for the second longest in U.S. history. Anna?
That's right. And the longer it goes on, the more people it's going to be impacting. So let's talk about that. How are everyday folks feeling the effects from the shutdown right now already?
Yeah, so for one, the United Way here in Washington, D.C. says it expects its services and demand for those services to really surge as this government shutdown drags on. Also, to dive deeper into this, there's concerns this morning about SNAP benefits, which helps low-income Americans pay for groceries. Some states are sending out warnings right now about how funding could dry up soon for those SNAP benefits if this government shutdown drags on. And we also know Energy Secretary Chris Wright says 1,400 layoffs are expected at the this nuclear agency that oversees the U.S.'s nuclear stockpile. So these furloughs and these firings still continuing on right now as this government shutdown drags on, Anna.
Yeah, but we have heard from the White House saying they're going to use some of the tariff revenue to use for WIC to make sure women, infant, and children get what they need. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.